Students, in last lecture we have seen that is how the structure of the flower is. Then today we see that is how the structure of the anther is. That is in flower we have seen there are the two essential ones, that is one is the androecium and another is the gynoecium. So today we see that is the male reproductive part of the flower, which is known as the androecium, and the androecium made up of the stamen. So here see that is how the structure of the stamen, that is here is the anther lobe and here is the filament. So today we see that is how the structure of the TS of anther. So in the anther, that is if the anther is made up of the two lobe, that is bilobed structure, see that is here like this. So here the anther lobe, if you are having the two lobe like this, so it is the two lobe structure. Okay, so this anther is two lobe, so this condition is known as the ditheseous anther. And in the ditheseous anther there are the four pollen sac. That is, in one lobe there are the two pollen sac, in another lobe there are the two, that is the four pollen sacs are present in the ditheseous anther. While in the monotheseous anther, that is monotheseous means here the anther having the single lobe like this, that is the anther lobe and the filament, it is only having the single lobe. So in this type here we can see that is in which there are only the two pollen sac. So the structure will be like this, and here the two pollen sacs are present. So inside here there are the four pollen sacs in the ditheseous. Here this condition is known as the monotheseous. Okay, so today we see that is about how the ditheseous anther lobe is. Okay, so see here that is in the immature condition, in the anther lobe, that is here there are the archaeosporial cells. See that is, suppose it is the immature condition, so in which we can see only there is the sporogenous mass, that is which is made up of the archaeosporial cell, and then this archaeosporial cell which gets divide and redivide, then produce the two type of the cells. One is the sporogenous cells which are produced inside, and the primary parietal cell towards the outer side. So if we see the structure of the one pollen sac, it is the pollen sac, or it is also known as the microsporangium. Here there are the four pollen sac, one pollen sac, two, three and four. Okay, so here see that is one single pollen sac, that is here in which initial condition or in immature condition, that is in the anther, here there are the archaeosporial cell, and this archaeosporial cell divides, redivides and produce this structure like this, that is in the mature anther lobe. So in mature anther lobe we can see that is inside this here, that is in the pollen sac, here are the pollen grains or the pollen tetrads are present. So see that is here how the formation takes place. See here archaeosporial cell which are in immature condition, they gets divides, then outer side here there is the formation of the anther wall, and inner side there is the formation of the pollen grains or the microspore, that is from the sporogenous cells. Okay, so see that is here archaeosporial cell, here it produces the primary parietal cells which are towards the outer side, and sporogenous cells which are towards the inner side. Okay, so here primary parietal cell, it again divides and produces the anther wall layers. So see that is here is the anther wall, that is outermost layer is the epidermis, then inside which here is the endothecium, then again inside the endothecium inner, that is the middle layer is present, and again in the middle layer inside there is innermost wall is the tapetum. So here see that is this anther layer is made up of the four layers. Okay, so anther wall layer made up of the four layers, that is outermost epidermis, then endothecium, then middle layer and then the tapetum. Okay, so this condition is produced outer side of the sporogenous tissue. So what happens about the sporogenous tissue, that is this sporogenous tissue which are present, that is they are mainly the diploid, they divides by the mitosis and produce the microspore mother cells. So see that is inside here, first upon in immature condition there are the formation of microspore mother cell which are the diploid. Why? Because the sporogenous cells divides by the mitosis and produce the diploid microspore mother cell. Then this microspore mother cell divides by the meiosis and produce the pollen tetrad. That is, there are the 4 pollen grains which are together joined with each other. This condition is known as the pollen tetrad. Then this pollen tetrad, that is this, when the pollen grains get separate, there are the 4 pollen grains are produced. And here, when the microspore mother cell, which is the diploid microspore mother cell, when it divides by the meiosis, it produces the haploid pollen grains. Okay, so here it is the diploid condition, 2n. After the meiosis, it produces the pollen grains which are the haploid, that is the n condition. लक्षात ठेवा, पोलन ग्रेन्स हे n कंडिशन मध्ये असतात, हॅप्लॉइड. आणि मायक्रोस्पोर मदर सेल हा नेहमी कसा असतो, डिप्लॉइड. सो मायक्रोस्पोर मदर सेल divides by the meiosis and produce the pollen grains. So one microspore mother cell when divides, it produces the 4 pollen grains. Okay, so this condition is known as the microsporogenesis. So what is meant by microsporogenesis? That is formation of the microspores or the pollen grains. Pollen grains are also known as the microspores. These are also known as the microspores. Okay, so formation of the microspore or the pollen grain which are haploid from the diploid microspore mother cell. This process is known as the microsporogenesis, and this process it mainly takes place from the sporogenous cells. Okay, आता हे आपण सगळं आतमध्ये काय होतंय म्हणजे इथं काय होतंय ते पाहिलं. ठीक आहे, आता बाहेरचे जे काही लेयर आहेत, अँथर वॉल लेयर, ते बघूयात आपण. सो आउटरमोस्ट वॉल लेयर इट इज नोन ॲज द इपिडर्मिस. Epidermis, it is the outermost layer, and the function is that is the it gives the protection. Then inner to the epidermis there is also the single cell layer which is known as the endothecium, and these cells of the endothecium which are having the fibrous thickening. So the cells of the endothecium having the fibrous thickening, and this fibrous thickening is of the callose. हे जे fibrous thickening असतं हे कशाचं असतं, कॅलोसचं असतं, हे लक्षात ठेवा. Then inside the endothecium, that is here there is the middle layer. That is the middle layer, it mainly made up of 1, 2, 3 cell layer. Then inside the middle layer there is the tapetum, that is the innermost wall of the anther is known as the tapetum. So see, that is one by one function of these anther walls. So epidermis, it gives the protection to the inner part of the anther lobe. Then endothecium, it mainly helps when the anther gets mature. So it mainly helps for the dehiscence. Dehiscence म्हणजे फुटणे. anther जेव्हा फुटतो आणि पोलन ग्रेन बाहेर पडतात तेव्हा डिहाइस, पोलन ग्रेन डिहाइस होण्यासाठी जनरली एंडोथेसियम हेल्प करतं. म्हणजे जनरली एंडोथेसियमचे जे सेल्स आहेत हे कसे आहेत, दीज आर हॅव्हिंग द फायब्रस थिकनिंग. ते कॅलोजनी बनलेले असतात, ते हायग्रोस्कोपिक असतात. त्यामुळं काय होतं तर जनरली एंडोथेसियम हे अँथर लोब डिहाइस होण्यासाठी हेल्प करतं. त्यानंतर मिडल लेअर इट गेट्स डिजनरेट आफ्टर मॅच्युरिटी. म्हणजे जेव्हा अँथर लोब मॅच्युर होतो तेव्हा मिडल लेअर जो असतो तो काय होतो, डिजनरेट होतो, डिसअपियर होतो. Then innermost part of the anther lobe, that is anther wall, is known as the tapetum. What is the function of tapetum? That is the tapetum, it gives the nutrition to the sporogenous tissue. So this sporogenous tissue, that is from which here the pollen grains are produced. So the wall of the pollen grain, it mainly made up of the sporopollenin, and here the tapetum which produce the sporopollenin, that is the wall of the pollen grain. Okay, so it is about the tapetum. So see, that is we have seen about the structure of the anther, that is the TS of the anther, in which we have seen that is the wall of the anther, that is the first part, in which it is made up of the epidermis, endothecium, middle layer and the tapetum. These are the 4 layers of the anther wall, and inside the anther wall, that is there are the sporogenous tissue from which here the pollen grains are produce. That is, the pollen grains are also known as the microspores. Okay, so here we complete, that is the TS of anther. तर एक सूचना आहे महत्वाची, म्हणजे की याच्या अगोदरचा जो काही तुम्हाला पॉइंट मी घेतलेला होता की टिपिकल फ्लावर, तर त्याचे डायग्राम तुम्ही तुमच्याकडे नोट डाऊन करून ठेवायचे, त्याचे लेबल्स तयार ठेवायचे आहेत. साइड बाय साइड तुम्ही जो टॉपिक तुम्हाला पीडीएफ मध्ये आलेला आहे त्या टॉपिकच्या तुम्ही नोट्स प्रिपेअर करायचे आहेत. आणि जे फ्लावरचं स्ट्रक्चर दिलेलं आहे तर तुम्ही बुकमध्ये पाहिलं असेल तर त्याला लेबल दिलेले नाही आहेत, त्यामुळं तुम्ही फ्लावरचे ते लेबल्स आहेत ते व्यवस्थित करून घ्यायचे आहेत. त्यानंतर इथं आज जे काही मी डायग्राम दिलेली आहे ही डायग्राम ही तुम्ही तुमच्या नोटबुकमध्ये काढून घ्यायचे आणि त्याच्या नोट्स प्रिपेअर करायचे आहेत. आम्ही ही नोट्स तुम्हाला देणारच आहोत, पण तुम्ही सेल्फ नोट्स सध्या तरी तयार करायला हरकत नाही. ओके, ठीक आहे.